Hello. Thought I would jump on here really quick while I'm heading to a job. Not been feeling so good the last couple days. I mean, I could be feeling worse. It's so hard to even pinpoint what it is that's going on. Because it's not really pain. I mean, there's like some minor, pain. Nothing serious. But I don't know, I just maybe feel a little bit drained. I can feel things happening inside my body. And I think today the issue is I didn't have. Sundays are tough because I just don't ever seem to get out the door in time. Because I have to get up really early in order to do all the things I need to do to get ready for the day. And on Sundays I don't want to get up that early. And just to get myself ready to go to church. So I didn't eat a very hearty breakfast today. And I think I find that when I don't eat a very good breakfast, I struggle until I've gotten some food in me. This truck is... Why are you so close to me? I don't understand why you have to be that close to me. So I think that's why I'm not feeling so great right now, is I didn't eat a very good breakfast. And I need to eat lunch, but I can't get home yet. And maybe I'll feel better once I eat. But just thought I'd jump on and just, kind of give you an update. Not feeling great. I'm not feeling terrible. I'm still able to function. I'm still able to do the things that I need to do. If I'm distracted, then I feel okay. Being distracted helps. Being busy. So, also I wanted to let you know that my younger son went into boot camp this week. He took off on Wednesday to go to Navy Bootcamp. He arrived really late at night, or maybe even early morning Thursday, to Great Lakes. Have not heard from him since. If he calls while I'm doing this live, I'm going to end abruptly. I don't know if he'll call me. I don't know when they say don't expect a call for 3 weeks, but I know some have called sooner than that. And I don't know when he is able to call, if he'll call me. He did let me come up there to see him off. I went up to MEPS in Denver and saw him off on Wednesday, and we actually had a good time. He was cordial, and we played some foosball, and it was a pretty decent time. He let me hug him. I gave him a letter that I had written. I didn't have anything deep in the letter, just basically saying I'm proud of you, and I'll be thinking about you, praying for you. I know you can do it. Don't give up. Whatever you do, don't give up, because you can totally do it. All of your male relatives just about has done it before you, so if they can do it, so can you. So he did call me that night when he got there. Before he actually got to the place, he did have a 1-minute phone call that I didn't receive. That phone call, his dad got that phone call, but his dad didn't care enough to leave his phone turned on. I've got some things to say about that. It's like your son goes, and his dad didn't come up to MEPS to see him off. Oh yeah, he had to work. So what? You take the day off, you can go see your kid and off on his. This is a huge momentous time in my son's life, and you can't take the day off to go say goodbye to him, to go support him, be there for him. It just makes me mad. But I was glad because I didn't have to see that person, and I didn't have to spend an hour or two with that person. So I was glad for me that the father didn't show up. I was sad for him that he didn't. It's messed up. I think it's messed up. It's also messed up that knowing that your son is going into boot camp and knowing that there might be a phone call course, if you had any kind of curiosity at all, you would look into things and find out what's going on. And you would have known, like I did, that there was going to be a phone call that they were going to be allowed to have. They were allowed to make a 1-minute phone call. I would have had my phone on and I would have been sitting by it waiting for that call, which I was, but I knew he wasn't going to call me because he had already called me when he got to the airport, which I was appreciative. I was very thankful that he called me. I know my older son told him to call me, but he didn't have to do it. He could have decided not to call me, and he did. He called me, and we talked for about, I don't know, maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes, I don't know. But it was nice to be able to talk to him before the real hard stuff started happening. So it's weird because, you know, this is the son that hasn't spoken to me really in the last couple of months, and he moved out of my house, went back to go live with his dad. And so I haven't been around him in a couple of months, so I got used to him kind of not being around. But yet, when he went off to boot camp, I don't know, it felt different. It's like I started missing him all over again. I think it's because, you know, at least before he was living in the same state as me, in the same town as me, I knew where he worked, so if I wanted to go visit him, I could. Not like I did, you know, I didn't go show up at his work, so I figured that would make him uncomfortable and not very happy, so I didn't do it. But I could have if I really wanted to, but now I can't. Not only can I not know, can I not go visit him, not only can I not see him, I can't know anything about him. Nobody can call him. And so I kind of miss him all over again. And especially since, you know, him leaving, we were on pretty good terms. It seemed like we were on good terms. I don't know what residual things are left over in his mind. But he seemed to be kind of over a lot of the stuff, especially when he called me at the airport. See, what they do is they all get to the airport and they have to wait for everybody that's coming that day to show up. So they sit the USO and wait for everybody else to show up before, you know, they take off and go to the military base. And he told me that they had them sitting in everyone had to sit. That's miserable. I don't like that feeling of legs falling asleep. I would have a hard time. Anyway, that's what's been going on. Son went to boot camp. Haven't heard from him since the last phone call. Don't know when to say that don't expect a phone call for like 3 weeks. So I may not hear from him for at least 3 weeks. So I miss my kid. I hope I hear from him sooner than that. I hope he's doing okay. I hope that he's... And I believe he can do it. And I'm looking forward to hearing from him. So when I do hear from him, I'll let you all know. And in the meantime, if you can pray for him. And my prayer for him is that there are Christian kids in there. And I know there are because I've spoken to their parents in a Facebook group. And I just pray that he will befriend, or one of them will befriend him. And, maybe they could minister to him better than I did. Maybe he'll come out of boot camp not only a changed man, but also changed spiritually as well. So that's my prayer for him. My prayer for me is that this feeling that I've been having doesn't get worse, that I don't start getting weaker and start getting worse. I'm still capable of functioning. I'm still capable of going about my day, but I am starting to not feel great. And I'm praying that that'll change, because in 3 months I'm moving. And 3 months is a long time for somebody who has stage 4 cancer. And I need to be healthy for the move. Once I get to where I'm going and all this is done, I'm not going to be so worried about how I feel. I'll have my dad to help. I'll have my stepmother to help. But I got to be healthy for the next 3 months. So pray for me if you would, that I would stay healthy. I mean, obviously I want to stay healthy forever. I don't want to die of cancer. But I recognize that God's the one who's in control, and He's the one that decides. And so, I will pray for healing, and I will pray for strength, and I will live each day one day at a time. That's all I can do. So, hope everyone's doing well, and if anybody has anything that I could be praying for you, please leave it in the comments below. Of course, I do pray that you would like and subscribe and all that YouTube-y stuff. And I pray that I will be my brother. It has been 2 months since I have been to Mexico. Gosh, 2 months already. And the video that I did is still not finished, but my brother, who I have got working on it, says that he should have it finished by this weekend. I don't know, I keep saying that. It'll be finished at some point. But he says he wants to make it a really good video. He wants to make it really nice, and he's working on making it really nice. So hopefully it'll be finished by this weekend, and I can get it uploaded, and you can kind of get a better idea of how things went down at Hoxie. And that's it. Have a good day. Have a good week. Be blessed. Take care.